Okay, this is part 2 for the WooCommerce training for your e-commerce portion. All right, we're at the product page. So when you click add a product, you put in the name of the product. Make sure you assign it to the shop category. For the feature price or the regular price, you can, put the price there. You don't have to put a sale price in, but you can always schedule your sales too, which is kind of cool. So you can choose the dates that you're going to be having that particular sale. So let's say you kept it as, or I can just remove it. If this is an actual product, like one that you're going to ship, you don't need to check virtual or downloadable. You can just go ahead and just enter in the price, put that it's shipping only or taxable, depending on how you're going to do that. Click on inventory. You can make up like the prices. So let's say that make up the label. So let's say you wanted to make the label something like that. You can manage the stock for it. So let's say for this test product, you had like 15. You can allow back orders. It's up to you if you want customers to have back orders and then, they get that email. It just depends. And you can edit what the stock status is. For shipping, you can go ahead and put all the information here. If there's any products that you already have that it's related to, you can enter that information. And then attributes, you don't really need to put anything here for attributes. It just depends on your preference. And then you can put notes here as well, and then for people can leave reviews. Once you're done setting this up for this product, go ahead and scroll down. And this is going to be where you put like the really short description, like this is a cool product. All right, awesome. So once you're done with the description for it, you can just go ahead and add the image for it. So click on set product image. And let's choose this for the image. So this is what's gonna actually show on the front page for the shopping cart. And once you're done, go ahead and publish. All right, and so once you're done and you want to actually view it, go ahead and go back to the shop page. And you'll see it appear on the page. So that's pretty much it for that portion. If you have like the virtual products, like I know you have your downloadable products, like for those downloadable products, you'll just hit downloadable. And then you can put the information in. And this is where you'd add the actual file that the person purchasing would be receiving. Hit add file, then just put test file. They can choose the file. I'll choose that as a test one. Download limit, like let's say that you only wanted the first 10 people to be able to actually access this and purchase it, you can just put like a limit there. It's kind of cool. And you can put when it downloads. So after they download it or the link expires, so that's what you can do there. Once you're done, go ahead and hit update. And that's pretty much it for that. Virtual products are basically like when you do those classes, like if you wanted to offer the classes on your shop page, like if you wanted to have like the feature, like picture on the shopping page, then you could have like, Financial Now class or something. And so once they went to purchase it, it's a virtual product and it's not going to be shipped or anything. So it's just going to be more than paying for the class. That's an example. So once you're actually done creating the product, go back and click on the products tab back on the left and make sure that you check the star next to it for it being a featured product. So it's actually featured on your page. So if you see here next to it, each product has a star. They all need to be starred because that just means that they're going to be featured on the front page. So then once you are done, after it's featured, then you can go to the page and you'll see it listed on here along with all the products. And when the products are added to the page, they're added vertically and then they'll start spreading across the page. I want to say it's about 20 products a page or something like that, but you can play around with that. All right, let me go back. So essentially, that's how you create the product. Make sure it's always assigned to the shop category and make sure it's always starred after you create it. You can play around with it and create quite a few just to get used to it. You can also create categories. By default, you have to have a category, so I just created the shop category just for like shopping in general. You can create something new, like one for digital downloads and one for, like promotional material or stuff like that. So anytime you have a category, though, make sure that we have a product assigned to the category. So just to verify, let's say, okay, we created this shop category, right? Created the shop category. It just says shop. So then once we go to products, after we create a product, we make sure that it's assigned to that particular category so it appears in it. So just anytime, make sure that you assign it to the category. And regardless of what the category is, anytime that you do create that actual product, always make sure it's toggled and the star is on. And then next to it, you'll be able to see if the product is downloadable or not. So just in case, let's say you had like a ton of products and you were like, I wonder if this product is downloadable or I don't know, or something like that. You can always just check next to the product and it'll tell you if it's downloadable or not, which is pretty useful. And so essentially that's it with WooCommerce. As I said, it's a pretty robust program, but you'll get used to it rather quickly. Over here in the WooCommerce section, managing orders, there's not too much you have to do here in terms of just make sure that, it's processed. So once the order processes under actions, it'll give you options like, process order and, the customer is updated, for each stage and they'll get emails that say, your order has been processed, et cetera, things like that. So it's definitely pretty cool. It's convenient. The coupon section is going to be useful for you. Reports is going to be vital for you so you can see which products are doing well and how your sales are. Settings, you have a ton of settings over here. You can go through, kind of take a look at them all and see what's useful to you and what's not because everyone's different. So there might be certain features that you might need and certain features that others might not. Products is going to be probably the section that you're in the most since you're going to probably be creating new products and putting them there on the page. And so, like I said, anytime you create anything, just make sure that you go ahead and refresh the site. I did add this little widget in the corner. So like when they're shopping, it's just like a floating shopping cart. So if they wanted to have that, they can use it too. And as I mentioned, for the text, it's by default, it's white. There's not an actual like setting in there for you to actually change it to black or different colors, which is quite odd. But since it is a free program that they created, there are different paid e-commerce plugins that are out there that can be used for WordPress. I just, by default for everyone, I just use WooCommerce because it's the easiest and it's very affordable. If you do come across a different one that might be paid or, and if you do want to do a paid one, that's totally fine. It's up to you. And if there is something else that you see that you might think is easier or is more customizable and you don't have to pay for it or anything, just let me know. And I'd be glad to help you out. So just let me know with that. Essentially, that's it when it comes to WooCommerce. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions.